Signal on top of the gates with the red light blinking. They're racing. Good start it was to an even line. JD Military beat also Rain God away very quickly from wide out. Fishhook is dashing up there. Also driving forward Magnus and Man ahead of the Republican, settling towards the inside as JD now drops off the pace after the start. Then came Ambergate Rose, being followed further back by Nobility, and a clear last is Rockhard Oamaru. They come past the 500. Rain Guard from its wide draw was able to cross over onto the fence and lead the way. So Rain God heading for home. Second Fishhook. Military beat goes up there with the turquoise colours wider, followed by JD. The Republican about to be presented with the cutaway run, followed then by Nobility. Magnus and Man further back in the field, but Rain God still led them 200 from home. A length and a half the break on the Republican, who's starting to knuckle down, coming at Rain God. Rain God from the Republican. On the inside is Ambergate Rose, but on the outside Rain God's got the head in front. Diving at it was the Republican. I tell you what, it got a good dip right on the line at Rain God, so it made it awfully close. Rain God and the Republican together from Ambergate Rose. Not really sure, actually. Then Rockhard Oamaru, JD Military beat Magnus and Man Nobility, and Fishhook is the last of them home. The Republican, I think, may have got the dive here. The Republican over Rain God. As we wait for the result, Rain God doing a mighty job there from its wide draw. Had to be used to get there to the naked eye when they went to the post with Johnston Porter almost a body length in front, but the dive did come from the Republican. It got a real stretch and has got the verdict. Number 2 is the winner, the Republican. Brad Rawiller over Rain God. Clint Johnston Porter, Ambergate Rose back their third home. JD a distant fourth. 2, 1, 3 and 7. The Republican is a snippet son gelding, trained by Duncan Wilson for Bronte Wilson out of Terminado, a mare that the Wilson family also raced, and that's his second win now from 10 starts. He comes out of that enhanced form line from last weekend, having run second to Saturday Sun at its previous outing. Back into a Class 1 race today, also well placed by Duncan Wilson, and has only just got there though from Rain God, who's done all of the work by Wangina from Chabelle for Mrs. M. Morton, trained by Adam Durant, Clint Johnston Porter, and the returning Ambergate Rose, third in a Thorn Dancer Desert Tango mare, trained by Paul Roberts, ridden by Troy Turner. 2, 1, 3, 7, a short half head, one length, those margins in 59, 80, 34, 61, the last 600 there. So Rain God has done plenty of work under the 60 and a half, but the horse sitting and parking and riding with the cutaway has got it in a pretty deceptive little bob of the heads right on the post. The fifth event, the Furphy Handicap, over 1200. The next event clear of any scratchings as we head down now to the yard once again. And that was a great battle between these two. All honours with the winner, but certainly brave in defeat, the runner-up Rain God.
Indeed, in the finish, which has been a different story to what the first 3 races have been, where there have been some margins, but that time you had to call a very close photo finish there, Mac, and exciting finish and the right result for the punters who really backed this horse. Did you share their confidence today? Because the punters were very confident. The money just kept on coming.
We thought he'd win by more than that.
What gave you that sort of confidence?
Well, we freshened him up and gave him a little bit of, and he was so composed. He's never been as that composed. Normally he's dancing and trying to kick the jockey off or kill the strapper or something.
It's funny you should say that, because even just in the prelim you could see him getting a little bit above himself, but clearly that was probably good by his standards. What's been the story with this horse? We know when he won first up he'd been off the scene for quite some time, and it's nice when they're able to repeat the effort throughout the campaign.
Well, Gus, his half-brother, he opened the gate, which went into a race, and led him into the fence. And that sort of paid to him for about three or 4 months, 6 months, you know. And it's just been one of those things. Then I got my leg broken and...
By this horse?
No, Gus.
Oh.
Gus cleaned me up.
Oh. Well, Gus isn't the favourite around the stable then?
We've always loved him. And he's having fun at the moment, you know, he really is. And this bloke's going for a spell now too. That was terrific.
Oh, okay, nice. So he'll head to the paddock. He deserves that after what was a really nice effort there. Congratulations.
So, very exciting.
Good. You enjoy this. Go and enjoy that one. That's really great to see the Republican get the nod there. And Brad Rawiller driving home and just gets the head down when it counts.
Well, it's always the question when it's narrow margin, Brad. On the post, did you think you got there in time?
Actually, I was pretty confident I had it. Had the bob this time, whereas last time I was hoping and a little bit frustrated that we didn't get it. And nice to square the ledger today.
Certainly looks like a horse with a little bit of upside too. He's pretty lightly raced.
Yeah, and it was a well-deserved win. Look, he was so stiff just to lose by above the head last time. What comes around goes around, with him getting the bob today. But he is progressive. Obviously, back to 1,000 was a good job by him and by the trainer, and he was very fresh in himself. But he's still a little bit raw in that, so next preparation will only be improved.
End of the day today, but Valor rode on the weekend. Pretty exciting times. He looked like he trialled nicely.
Yeah, look, I'm really excited, with his resumption. He's on a different progression to last time. Obviously this time he's going towards the railway. So last time, first up was the Northern Sprint, and he all but fell. And I just thought, he really would have won that day if any luck. But he's trained on a different preparation this time, going towards the railway. So he might not be quite as ribbed up, or ready to fire like he was first up last time. But he's a good horse. He'll run well.
Congratulations here and best of luck on the weekend.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
Brad Rawiller there rides the Republican for Duncan Wilson, and the Republican now heads to the paddock for a well-deserved break after taking out race number 4.